The marriage of Anna and Josh Duggar, tested by scandal and a lengthy prison sentence, is once again at the center of intense online speculation. A new, unverified rumor suggests Anna may be turning her attention away from her incarcerated husband and toward another inmate, sparking a fiery debate among followers of the long-running Duggar saga about the claim's plausibility. Josh Duggar, the eldest son of the famous Duggar family from TLC's 19 Kids and Counting On, was sentenced in May 2022 to over 12 years in federal prison for receiving and possessing child sexual abuse material. Since his incarceration, the status of his marriage to Anna, née Keller, whom he wed in 2008 and with whom he shares 7 children, has been a constant source of public curiosity. Now, a fan's online allegation has thrown gasoline on the fire of speculation. The rumor: Anna has been calling a courthouse for another man. The rumor originated from a social media user who claimed to have insider knowledge. The user alleged that Anna Duggar has been actively contacting a courthouse to inquire about the legal proceedings of a married, fundamentalist man who is not Josh Duggar. Trying to toe an ethical line here, but Anna has been calling a courthouse asking about the hearing outcomes of a man who is a married fundie, but not Josh, and identifying herself as a loved one, the individual shared. So I doubt she's thinking much about Josh these days. The original poster added tantalizing details, claiming the man in question was initially housed at the same prison as Josh, but was later transferred for unrelated reasons. They further stated the information came from knowledge of Anna's phone calls. This rumor was quickly connected to previous reports of Josh's severe financial struggles behind bars, where he was said to have only cents in his commissary account. And the rumor that his commissary is empty. This is becoming a nice pot of tea, another fan mused, implying a link between his financial neglect and Anna's alleged wandering attention. Fan debate: plausible scandal or far-fetched fiction? The online community quickly split into camps, with many fans pointing out significant logical holes in the story. The primary point of contention was the idea that Anna would use her own famous name in such calls. How plausible is it that she would be calling the prison identifying herself as Anna Duggar and then saying she's a loved one of this other inmate? One skeptic questioned. Others corrected that the calls were allegedly made to a courthouse, not a prison, and noted that such hearing outcomes are often public record, raising the question of why a phone call would be necessary at all. Despite the skepticism, some fans argued the story could hold water under certain interpretations. One commenter suggested a procedural reason for Anna to give her name. I'd imagine the clerk would require the person on the phone's name in order to take next steps in trying to help them access information. Seems pretty reasonable to me. Alternative theories: legal strategy or ministry work. Rather than a scandalous affair, several fans proposed more benign explanations for the alleged phone calls. One theory posits a legal motive for Josh's empty commissary, suggesting the family might be making him appear indigent to qualify for a court-appointed attorney for his appeals. I assumed that they temporarily stopped sending him money because he needed to appear indigent to the court to get a free attorney, a fan wrote. Another popular theory aligns with Anna's known background in prison ministry. Some believe she could be acting as a support system for the wife of the other inmate, helping her navigate the legal system. I took this as she's calling the courthouse requesting information about another man's divorce proceedings, one fan theorized. She's probably helping the guy's wife somehow, or something similar. This theory was echoed by others who, albeit humorously, referenced the reality show Love During Lockup, suggesting Anna's situation has become a real-life drama. For now, the rumor remains firmly in the realm of online gossip, unconfirmed by any official source or statement from Anna Duggar. It underscores the intense public fascination with a woman who has chosen to stand by her husband despite his crimes, and the eagerness to interpret any shred of information as a sign of change. Whether a sign of a crumbling marriage, an act of Christian ministry, or simply a baseless rumor, the speculation ensures that the world continues to watch Anna Duggar's every move. The saga of Anna and Josh Duggar, a story etched with scandal, unwavering faith, and a lengthy prison sentence, has once again captivated the court of public opinion. A new, unsubstantiated rumor claiming Anna may be shifting her focus from her incarcerated husband to another inmate has ignited a firestorm of online debate, forcing observers to dissect not just the claim's validity, but the profound public fascination with a woman living in the shadow of her husband's crimes. Josh Duggar, the disgraced eldest son of the reality television family from TLC's 19 Kids and Counting, is currently serving a 12.5-year sentence in federal prison for receiving and possessing child sexual abuse material. His wife, Anna Keller, has stood by him since his 2021 arrest, a decision that has been both criticized and scrutinized. The recent rumor, originating from a social media user claiming insider knowledge, alleges that Anna has been contacting a courthouse to inquire about the legal case of a separate, married fundamentalist man, even identifying herself as his loved one. Deconstructing the allegation, a tangle of details. The rumor, as presented online, is a complex web of assertions. The source claims the man in question was initially incarcerated alongside Josh before being transferred, and that the information was gleaned from knowledge of Anna's phone calls. This allegation was swiftly connected to previous reports of Josh's dire financial situation in prison, where his commissary account was said to hold mere cents. For many followers of the case, the two details painted a picture of marital neglect and a wife potentially seeking solace elsewhere. However, the story's plausibility was immediately challenged by critical thinkers within the online community. The most significant point of contention revolves around the use of her identity. How plausible is it that she would be identifying herself as Anna Duggar? One skeptic rightly questioned, noting the immediate notoriety her name carries. Furthermore, others clarified that the calls were allegedly made to a courthouse, not a prison, and since court records are largely public, the necessity of such a call was itself called into question. Alternative explanations: strategy, ministry, or simple gossip. In the absence of factual confirmation, the online discourse has generated several alternative theories that are arguably more plausible than a prison yard affair. Legal strategy. One compelling theory suggests a calculated legal maneuver. A fan commented, "I assumed that they temporarily stopped sending him money because he needed to appear indigent to the court to get a free attorney." If Josh Duggar is pursuing appeals, qualifying for a court-appointed attorney by demonstrating financial hardship could be a strategic reason for his empty commissary account and would not necessarily reflect abandonment by his family. Prison ministry work. This theory aligns with Anna's known background and the Duggar family's long-standing involvement in evangelical ministry. Anna could be acting as a support person for the other inmate's family. She's probably helping the guy's wife, somehow theorized one fan. In this scenario, identifying herself as a loved one could be a well-intentioned, if naive, attempt to establish a connection to access basic information on behalf of a struggling spouse.